We have written inside useParams. Using useParams, we have received one parameter. We need to receive some more parameter. So for that, come to the again hook5.js file, and after city receive one more variable called name, and receive one more variable called education edu. City name edu, 3 variable. Okay, receive name and edu. Now print here below again h2 only, education edu. Before that, type h2 name. Okay, written 3 variable, city name edu. Now come to the again that file, app.js file. In app.js file, we have to pass two more variable. One will be name, another will be called city. Name and edu. City already we are passing. Name and edu, two more need to pass. App.js file. Bangalore you are given. Before Bangalore, give the name. Some name. After that, give education. Then you give the city. Come down now. First is name, city, this one, edu, and then city. So we'll write here first variable name slash second variable will be edu slash the third variable will be called setting. Ganesh will go to the name, MCA will go to edu, Bangalore will go to the city. Save it, then we'll check again. We'll go to the browser and we'll click on the Ganesh Bangalore MCA. All three values are coming. Check now, give us three variables. So this way we can pass multiple variable from one page to other page. Multiple value we can pass from one page to other page. Next, we need to make a link where on the click of the link, the content will get changed. So some changes we'll do under the CSS file, not CSS file, in the hook5.js file. Come to the hook5.js file now. And import link also. Import the link. After that, we can go here and create a link using any tag, link tag itself. Better you put in p tag so that it will be separate line. Link to your current page. That is called hook. What we have given here, path, page 10. Slash page 10, slash name, Ganesh, next, MCA, next, Bangalore. Can write one class here so that we can give some space. Anything, X, Y, Z. Copy the same link, paste after this. Five, 6 times, change the value. It is something Bangalore. Okay. Chennai. Write it. After that, we have to write the CSS. So link is ready. All will come in one line. Little congested, but based on click, the content will change below. CSS will write, will make it little more better, like the button. Check now. On click, content is changing. Slash should be there in the beginning. Hmm? Link, how have you written? Small or capital? Are you importing the link on the top? If you import the link, then only can use no below. Okay, working. Come to CSS file. We'll write the CSS for XYZ. Or XYX we have written. Or XYZ. XYZ. I've written XYX. Index.css file. XYZ. Margin. 15 px. It should become a little big size now. The space will get applied. Okay. Next, whichever link we click, that user details will appear in the down. Okay, something like this. This is called use params. Using use params, we can send the, we can receive the value from browser URL. Using use params, you can receive the value from browser URL. Now we'll go for next example. So hope this work for everyone. Create next file. Hook6.js. Hook 5 is ready, so hook 6 we can create. Hook 6 we have created. Inside the hook 6, next task is to read some data from the other server. This is error related, we saw something. Now next data should come from other server based on our need. In that we will learn one more hook function that will be called as a use effect. So first import the React and user state as well as use effect. Use effect. EFFECT from React. Const physics division H1 React fetch API. For that we will create a variable let user list update user. Use state as array. Okay, next after this, come down. Okay, not come down here. Write a button. So users on click call a function call anything. Get user. You will print below. So we'll keep first alert and then we'll see. If alert comes, after that or will be fine. Now write a function here, const get user alert. Now we'll add this file in the routing. Hook 6 page. Then we'll see on button click. Are we getting alert or not? Then come to the app.js file. Again import this file and check once. Import hook 6. So now add one more link. Page 11. This you can call as API 1. and in the routing again. Here we added page should load. Hmm. Page is loading. Page is loading. Click on show user. I will. Now come to the hook 6 page. In hook 6 page, the fetch function is going to help us to read the data from other file. So one file will implement in the local machine. It will be under the public folder. From there, we'll get the data through fetch function and display. After getting idea on that, we'll do some things. Okay. So come to your public folder, and in public folder, create a file. This file is only for the testing purpose. Whenever we want to test this data, we create the file, JSON file under the public folder, and we test the data. Now under the public folder, create a file, user.json. User.json. User.json file. Store the data in single dimensional array format. Some name. Remains minus. This. Some name you add. Okay, so array is ready. Save this file. Come to the hook 6 again. In hook 6 file, we have to read this data from this file and display on the hook 6. How it will happen? Go to the hook 6 now. Now comma in the last. Complete data is sent in your chat. Now come to this get user function and call a function called fetch. Fetch. Okay, fetch function. Fetch function need a URL where you are going to read the data. So it's available in the current project. You can give directly file name user.json. User.json. Come down. Right then. The request will go to the user.json file. Dot then function is called promise function. It will capture the response. Whichever the content come from that file, it will capture. You can use any variable, my response. After capturing the content in my response, we have to convert this response into JSON object with the help of my response dot JSON function, because your source is giving the data in the form of JSON. Source is giving the data in the form of JSON. You will use .json function here. After that, so your capture, the request will go to the page user.json file. From there, some content will come that will get captured by then function in my response variable. But my response variable is not your actual data. Your actual data will come after doing my response.json. Once you do the my response.json, content will convert into JSON object. After conversion of JSON object, we need to apply one more then function to capture in the form of array. First then function will receive and convert into JSON object, and second then function will give you the array data. Okay, so this the functionality of then function is receive and convert into JSON object, and again after that second conversion will happen from JSON object to array. Okay, so you are following the two times then function. You will write here user array. Again come down, alert it, user array dot length Okay, hope written. Let's come now. Run the page and click on show user. Length is coming. Length should give you total how many users you have inside that file. Which file? User.json file. Next, after that, we need to. So let's confirm me. Length is coming for how many people? Now this user array we have to give to update user. And update user will give to the user list. So we can remove the length from here and update user function will come here. Okay. Next, after that, come down inside the page. H2 you can write. Okay, so getting the length. As soon as you click on button, user array is not defined by. Oh, sorry, I should write this one. User list dot length. Because what is your state variable? State variable is user list. You will click on button will call the get user. Get user will call the fetch. Fetch will bring the data from the user.json. Capture and convert into JSON object, then convert into array. After that, array give to update user. Update user will give to user list. So at last, you should print as a length of user list. Okay. You can check now. Once you click on the button, length should appear. Length is coming. By default 0. And click here, become as a 9. Now those all the users should print here inside the page. So for that, we will use another class that I guess we have used somewhere else in some other component. Okay. We have made one file somewhere. Props. We want like this only. Individual props will come. What is the ID class of this? This is under the data grid and class is my users. Okay, data grid and class is my user. In hook 6, below you can use now a division, class name, data grid, okay. Come next, write the map function. In map function, we can write what is the variable name? User list. User list dot map. Name of the user as well as index of the user. Name you can here and key will be as a index. Then something like this. Once you click here, the class is not printing. The class name for cops. My user data grid, okay. Data grid, and this is all my user. It is wrong now. Hmm. Visible. My CSS is gone. It was not refreshed. All users will come. Whichever the users we have added there in the JSON server. Not JSON server, under the JSON file. Correct? In JSON file, whichever the users we have added, all will come. Okay, now, so flow we can understand again. First try this section. See is it printing or not. Then we'll discuss again on flow part. Where is the data? Where is the printing? Getting the list? Anyone have error? No error, okay. Now understand the flow. Once this page will load, then basic HTML will appear. After that button will come. You will click on button. Once you click on button, this function will call get user. Get user function will call the fetch method. When it will call the fetch method need a URL where the fetch method will send a request. So instead of keeping the complete URL, we are giving just name of the file. It will look in public folder by default, all SRC. Look into the public folder. In public folder, if it's found the file, then from file some response will come. Content of the file will be as a response. That response will be captured by another promise function. It's called then function. After capturing the promise, the then function will convert that promise into that response into JSON object. Once it get converted into JSON object, after that immediately next then function will come and it will take the JSON object and it will return as a array. Now that array we wanted to send to the user list state variable so that inside the page we can use access easily. So for that we call state function, call as a update user. Update user we given the array. Now via update user, your array gone to the user list. And user list once the data will go, automatically this rendering part will happen, length will come and the loop will run and it will display inside the page. Simple, click, immediately it will come. Okay. So we'll work on API from Monday onwards. We'll set up our own JSON server and then we'll try to read the data, or first we'll read the data from some other person server, somewhere else. We'll get the data, display inside the page, and after that we will go ahead. Okay. So what we have learned till now, revise this all. This is the main part to understand the next level. State management, input, output, map, then you can say button click, picking the value from text box, adding in the routing, running the loop, loop inside loop, building block of Reacts. After this, we have next concept, that important part. Okay, to understand the next level, till here it should be 100% clear. Okay, see you on next directly on Monday. Right, so working for everyone. So we can log out today here only.